Hey, welcome in. Beautiful day in America. I got woken up today by my pecs. They were peck popping like nobody's business. My damn shirt got torn off because of it. It was beautiful. Now, in today's video, we're going to show you guys how to find hidden 4-star gem free safeties all across the board. It's going to be a great day. Absolute great day. I'm a data guy now, and I know data like the back of my hand. And this is going to be the best you've ever seen in your life. So make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, click the notification bell. Don't just play the damn game, own the game. Let's light it up. Okay, so we're going to pop up the average, the low, and the high for these free safety hybrids. And I do know that we did show you the difference between 3 stars and 4 stars, but we forgot to do this video. When I mean we, I mean me, because the other people in our company, Tug and Coach, had nothing to do with it. It was me. So I apologize to the team and to you guys as well. I should have been more organized, but I'll tell you what, I may not always be the most organized in our company, but I'm the fastest, and that matters a lot, especially when I get a haircut. I'm zooming. So popping up the average, the low, and the high, you can see the speed's pretty saucy at 95 speed. That's pretty damn good. You look also at any gap, right? Where are the gaps that you want to look for the most? Any key indicators. You want to look for the smallest ranges possible. So man coverage, 3-point gap. Acceleration, 4-point gap. Tackle, 3-point gap. Zone coverage is only 5-point gap. Play rec, 3-point gaps. Pursuit, 3-point gap. Now the speed, 91, speed being the lowest, as you can see that the average is 95. Majority of the time, if you're going to come across to 91 speed like you see on the guy on the screen here, Jaron, that is about 10% of the time to 15% of the time, give or take, right? That you're going to come across a gem with 91 speed. So just be weary with that. I'm not saying don't investigate it, because as you can see on the screen here, this guy ends up being a gem. And the difference between 3 stars and 4 stars is what? Well, 3 stars need the gem insignia, because if they don't have the gem insignia, even if they're a high overall, their default development is usually a normal, right? Which is dog shit. So 4 stars, that's not the case. The more lenient, the system is more lenient with giving out better developments. So you look at Zach here. Why did Zach not become a gem? Why is he not a gem? Not even talking the gem insignia. Why is he not a gem? His tackle. Okay, it's a 67. The lowest it could be is a 69. So this guy he's not bad, but he's not gem-esque. Let's go PJ Moyoung or something. Take a look at him. 65 tackle. What do you know about that? Nope, not good. Not good. So we ended up finding 1 gem out of the group that the control group that we used here. 1 gem, and he's not bad. We'd recommend going after this guy. So now let's move on. Which one do we got next? We got run support. Let's light it up. Before we continue, if you guys find this information valuable, please consider subscribing as we work toward our goal of 50,000 subscribers. You guys can support us if you guys want to be glorious through our Amazon affiliate links down below, or even with a super thanks, which is not something we expect. But if you guys do it, just know we'll love you a long time. And now, back to our sweet and sexy topic. All right, let's take a look at the run support guys here. Pop up the average, the low, and the high. And you can see some of the areas where you want to look at the most are going to be man coverage, 4-point gap there. Agility, 3-point gap. You want to look at as many of those as possible. Their speed is not too bad. Acceleration, not too terrible. These guys could be some pretty good linebackers here. You can see this guy ends up being a gem. You can obviously see why. This guy ends up being like a squeaker gem. This guy ends up being... he ends up being a gem as well. So pretty good run support, guys. This guy's got an 86, 60, 83. These guys are about the same, honestly. These guys are very close. Very, very close. This guy's not too bad. Look at that speed. That's actually pretty good. This guy could be a gem for sure. Pursuit, 81. That's pretty damn good, actually. Acceleration, it's a little low, but still, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. 69 awareness, not bad. Zone coverage is 70. That's pretty low. Agility is an 83. That's a low. Man coverage is a 60. Man, these guys are all like twinsies. Twinsies, man. I'm telling you. So, yeah, there's quite a few of these guys that end up being pretty good to go after here. Not too shabby at all. So, all of those guys would actually remain on the list. They're all, like, within the same range. I'd still go with the top guy personally, but those other guys are not too shabby at all. So, I got to get off this damn recommended, because that recommended can get you in trouble. I'll tell you what, that'll get you in some trouble at times. I know this because I think I'm sure you guys have done this as well, where you're like looking at it and you're like scouting him, and then you look at the data and you're like, man, this guy's an anomaly, and then all of a sudden you realize it's a 5-star son of a, I've done that. I was like, man, this is the best 3-star I've ever seen. He was a 4-star. All right, let's pop up the zone guys. Let's go over their average, low, and the high. You can see zone coverage, obviously 78 to an 81. That's pretty good. Their speed can be all over the board. an 89 to a 98. Now, the 98 is an anomaly, obviously, because look at the average. It's 92. So you come across a 98 guy on speed, it's like that is a massive green flag that you're like, holy shit, I need to look in depth into that. You're looking at about 10% of the time that you're going to come across a guy with a 98 speed in zone coverage. So 10%. So just know that that's a very fortunate player that you're coming across. Basically what you're looking at is a 5-star at that moment in time. A good, very good, very, very good player. Like that guy was a freak at the end when we were looking at him. We were like, Jesus. And we've come across a couple of those, but it's about 10% of the time. Okay, so play rec, obviously that's massive. You can see these guys they have some areas where they are tough to scout or actually find because you got to spend more points on them on average. Acceleration, you're looking at a small gap there. Tackle, you're looking at a small gap there. Speed, that gap can be huge. Awareness, also a little bit of small gap. Zone coverage as well. So you got to do your due diligence with these guys because if not, it could definitely be painful. So this guy, he's doing well so far. Not blowing me out of the water, but still good enough. 77 there. COD is an 84. That's pretty good. That's an average. This guy could be a gem. Okay, so what am I missing here? What did I end up missing? Play rec is a 63. Not too bad. Jumping is an 87. I could deal with that. COD, we already know that. Agility, 86. Okay, that's not bad. 77. Yeah, this guy's pretty good. He's definitely worth picking up. Zone coverage here is a 79. That's good enough for me. Pursuit, 75. Good enough for me. Speed is a 95. This guy's a boss. He's level 10 boss already. Acceleration is an 88. Okay, not bad, not bad. Pursuit, we already went over that. 75. Agility is an 88. That's an average. Jumping is a 90. This guy's smelling like a gem. I'm smelling gem. Boom, there you go. Yeah. Some of those guys, it starts to become pretty obvious, especially when you see that speed. You know what the average speed is. That speed is a definite indicator when it comes to this 85 COD. Pretty good. Zone coverage 81, 70. This guy he's got some lows and he's got some highs. He's not too bad. 86, 85 COD. Jumping is an 84. Yeah, he's good, but he's like kind of like a squeaker a little bit. So you can see the gem aspect, but you can see the obvious squeakage. Nate, 202. Zone coverage 80. Jumping's an 89. Pretty good. Good enough for me. Awareness 68. Pushing it with that. 89 speed. Pushing it with that. 89 agility. It's pretty good. COD's an 87. That's a high. That's really good. Play rec. It's a 65. It's not bad. Lower than the average. Jumping is an 89, which is obviously higher than an average. This guy's pretty good right off the bat. Acceleration is a 87, 70 tackle, that's pretty good. Pursuit, we already went over that. 78, or maybe we didn't. I don't remember at this time. 65. There's a lot of these guys that are really good. I will say there is quite a bit of these guys here that a lot of these guys are very effective. Very, very effective players that you would enjoy to have. And obviously, the guys who are listed as a gem, you know, is a sure deal for their development. The other guys, you're taking a little bit of a chance on, but you know they're still gem-esque, and the chances are they're still going to default to having a good portion of these guys are going to have very good development. Some may not, and it's just the luck of the draw. But majority of these guys are going to be gems. So pretty good. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to check out our data on our website and in the link in the description. It'll be in the link in the description below. You also can check it out on our playlist as well. You guys have a damn good day.